Hi, I'm Jesus David Aguilar Sarna, a student from ninth semester of Automation and Electronics career from Facultad de Ingeniería Mecánica y Eléctrica from UNL. When I was 2, I was diagnosed with a not specified developmental disorder. Later, 12, I was formally diagnosed with Asperger, life condition diagnosed by neurology specialists. The purpose of this video is sharing about the importance of Asperger's in work future. I'll start giving a basic explanation about Asperger's disorder. In 1944, Austrian pediatrician Hans Asperger defined it in a group of boys and girls with normal intellectual ability, but with problems in social, emotional, and communication skills, as well as unusual behaviors and interests. In 1981, Lord Nguyen, British psychiatrist, gave it the Asperger's name. Disorder on the autism spectrum, name derived from whole variation on types and severity of symptoms with people on these disorders, characterized by problems in social communications, restricted stereotype behaviors as well, with any significant delay on language or cognitive development for the people with this condition. People with Asperger's prefer getting isolated from others while interacting with them, avoid looking indirectly into their eyes, due to processing alterations of neural stimuli and their difficulty related to understanding social world. Communication skills. They interpret literally phrases like killer looks. They believe what they tell them, even though it sounds nonsense. They don't understand ironies, double meanings, sarcastic quotes. They speak in high peculiar tones similar to foreigner, singer, or robot. Language pedantic, hyperformal, or hypercorrect. Extensive vocabulary. Idiosyncratic words or expressions. Comprehension skills. Difficulty understanding complex questions and slow for answering them. They don't understand reasons for being scolded, criticized, or punished. Exceptional memory for remembering facts and dates. Logic subjects, as are preferred, math, science. They learn to read on their own with very little help on early ages. Specific interests. Fascinated with particular subjects, numbers, vehicles, maps. They spend most of their time thinking, speaking, or writing about their favorite topics, no matter if the other one gets bored. They compulsively repeat certain actions or talks, giving them security. They like routine and don't accept unforeseen changes. Fortunately, future prognosis for people with autism is getting better and better, although depending, among other things, super needs. Today, future prognosis of children with Asperger in general is encouraging, since we're increasingly aware of this disorder. We're also more informed about neurodiversity. In my case, when I was 2, there was not so much information about this disorder, and there were only very few logical centers for people with ASD. 20 years later, there are more interdisciplinary centers in the metropolitan area, specializing on ASD people. Now, focusing on biggest challenges faced after graduating with degree and performing on workplace. Part of achieving labor inclusion is raising awareness and training companies to successfully include people with Asperger through workshops, conferences, supervision, accompaniment. According to Asperger Organization, some inclusive companies are AT&T and Accenture. Referencing AT&T, two successful stories belonging to Blue Environment, Paris and Suhei, who live with Asperger's. However, their combined tenacity and education has allowed them to break several obstacles and stand out in telecommunications on 2019. Paris, physicist from UNAM, and Suhei, psychologist by training, have shown that their attention to detail and logical thinking has played a fundamental role in improving processes and the quality of services. Challenges of entering the workforce are often and overwhelming, which makes it essential to develop programs that raise awareness to the work environment. Additionally, he offers support to employees with this condition. AT&T is committed with inclusive, friendly, and respectful work environment. With new information presented on internet about the opportunity areas for possibly getting jobs, theoretically, ASPs can develop in these areas. Researchers, they can take advantage on their interest in facts for pursuing research careers. Their tendency for being logical and unemotional is advantage because they present information without personal bias. Accounting, they can excel in careers like forensic accountants, CPAs, tax preparation specialists, bookkeepers, account payable clerks, art and design, visually oriented for creating 2 or 3D images, skills translated into creative or industrial careers. Animators, CAD designers, photographers, architects, illustrators, information technology and engineering. They may excel in roles like network software engineers, web developers, designers, database administrators, but it will be wise avoiding customer facing. While entering the workforce presents challenges for neurotypical people, for SPs, more difficult even. However, with support from family and specialists, they can stand out. Some people with Asperger are recognized and have excelled in different disciplines. According to news websites with different publishing dates, in Mexico, there have been examples of successful ASPE people. Nuevo León, on 13th of February 2022. Fernando Lopez experienced bullying due to his Asperger. Despite rejection, he found a voice on Speaker Project, giving lectures to raise awareness about bullying and Asperger's. Now studying in the United States, writing a book about his experience. Mexico City, July 22nd of 2017, Eric Alvarez had difficulty finding a career about traditional educational systems. However, he found support on Universidad Intercontinental, which offers programs for young people with intellectual and physical disabilities. Now studying library science. Irapuato, May 30th, 2019, Ramses Granados discovered his passion on theater in high school. With support from teachers, developing social skills. He'll continue his studies on digital art after graduating from Tecnológico de Monterrey. Colima, November 24th, 2021. Edgar Relas, diagnosed with Asperger, is the first student with this condition on visual arts from Universidad de Colima, submitting a video about his experience on pandemic as part of his degree, recognized for artistic achievements since young age. On Nuevo León, on November 9th, 2018, Mario Antonio Lopez Herrera, computer systems engineer, stood out as autism advocate while volunteering on legislative system, presenting initiatives leading to prohibition of discrimination against people with Asperger or autism in Nuevo León. Additionally, he graduated with the highest GPA on Instituto Tecnológico history, being the first one with a perfect 100. On Nuevo León, November 23rd, 2023, Jasime Mancillas, lawyer with Asperger, has overcome educational and employment discrimination with so much determination. Diagnosed at 19, she faced difficulties in school, but graduated from Law's UNL and master's degree on alternative methods for conflict resolution from CEI Wharton, now practicing as a teacher and lawyer, fighting against discrimination and advocating for broader, inclusive education. Now, there have been certain celebrities who have been recognized themselves with Asperger and other ones that haven't. First one for recognized, Elon Musk, one of the richest men in the world, revealing his Asperger on 2021 during one of the highest rated shows in the United States, graduated on physics and economics. Greta Thunberg, despite her youth and condition of Asperger's, has become one of the world's representatives as for climate change fight. World-renowned actor Tony Hopkins was diagnosed late on 2017. Dan Aykroyd, participant on the Ghostbusters movie from the 1980s, Susan Boyle, participant on Britain's Got Talent, and Jimena Sariñana, Mexican actress and singer. Now, the ones that have not been confirmed yet: Albert Einstein, Steven Spielberg, Isaac Newton, Tim Burton, Mark Zuckerberg, and Bill Gates. According to Civil Association Asperger Mexico, www.asperger.org MX, they mentioned that one between 115 children is within ASD, while others says there's one girl for every 5 boys with that condition. That doesn't mean we have more babies with autism, but we have more medical information and specialists that allow them to diagnose from very early ages to adults. Definitely, being diagnosed is very positive, as we describe ourselves to accept ourselves as we are,
We don't feel guilty of being different, and we understand that we perceive the world differently compared to other people. We can make positive changes. We can accept professional help from therapists, psychologists, psychiatrists, neurologists, and we identify the stimuli affecting us and the measures for reacting to them.
Personally, on first grade of middle school, I identified myself as different. Later, I was taken to specialists, who explained me more detailedly about Asperger disorder, and I learned that's my partner for both challenges and achievements. I appreciate your attention to this video, especially to Inclusive Strategies program from PhD Dina Elizabeth Cortez Cos from FIME 1A.